So what's this experience been like so far? Obviously, you've had a long career from Cincinnati. What's this? Is it nerves? Is it excitement? Is it motivation? What's it been like?
I would say it's more motivation than anything. A little bit of excitement, a little bit of nerves, but I mean that's to be expected. You want to perform great, but I'm happy to be here and happy to be able to perform.
You played for 4 different coaches in your 4 years in college. How did that kind of prepare you for different systems, facing adversity, and kind of getting to the professional level?
I think it prepared me well, not just for football, but for life. No matter who's the head coach, who's my teammate, I always got to bring my A game every single day.
How did Cincy prepare you for the NFL and being in Scott Satterfield's system for 2 years?
A lot, drawing up these pass protections these last couple of days for these coaches, very similar to what we were doing in Cincinnati, and it helped me a lot. And just the way Coach Satterfield allowed me to be a leader, that really helped me a lot as well, on and off the field.
What kind of questions are you getting when you're meeting with GMs and coaches and everyone? Is it more just X's and O's or getting to know you?
A little bit of both. They want to get to know me. They want to get to know what their investment is in. But a lot of X's and O's wanted to see what I know, where my football IQ is.
Have you met with the Bucks this week?
No, sir.
You increase production as a runner every single season. What do you attribute most to that kind of success?
Just what I was raised on. I'm not satisfied with last year. It's moving forward each day. I don't just do things for the sake of doing it. I want to be the best at whatever I do.
Hey Corey, who are your favorite 3 running backs in the league right now?
Favorite 3 in the league? I gotta go Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, and Kenneth Walker.
We know it takes a lot of discipline, obviously, to play at a high level. We're a Latino channel. Curious, typically we get disciplined with the chancla, which is a sandal. I'm curious, did you get disciplined in a unique way growing up?
So luckily for me, I had older siblings, so I seen them make mistakes, and I just decided not to do what they did. So no.
Last one for me. Obviously, we like a lot of spice, a lot of flavor with our food. Do you like green salsa or red salsa?
I like red salsa. Yeah, but when I go to Chipotle, I get the green sauce.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes, sir.
Corey, what are you hoping to prove about yourself at the Combine this week?
Proof that I belong. A lot of people are doubting me. A lot of people don't believe that I do belong, but I'm here to show them that I belong, and I'm going to be the most consistent guy.
What part of your game do you think translates best in the NFL?
My consistency and my physicality.
For an NFL team that drafts you, what are they getting in Corey Kiner?
A consistent guy who they will have no problems with off the field, and somebody that's going to step in and try to lead.
Corey, you were at LSU for a little bit. What were some of your favorite things about Louisiana in general?
The culture, just the culture alone was great. I got to experience Mardi Gras one time. Hopefully I get to experience it again one day. But just the people down there, I still have friends that I call family to this day down there, and just the culture.
What would you say to the folks? What would you say to the folks back in St. Bernard who have followed you from the time you were a kid? What would you say to them?
Thank you for everything. Being a kid, walking around St. Bernard after school, playing at the pool, playing basketball at the pool with my friends. Just thank you for giving me a safe place to grow up and be a kid.
Down at the Shrine game, you had an opportunity to talk to teams this week. Are you getting a lot of feel for who may like you? You don't have to mention teams, but are you getting a lot of dialogue with certain teams where you might walk away from the interview going, maybe these guys like me?
It's kind of like more so just general questions, not much, I wouldn't say interest, but like it's kind of more general, just trying to get to know them.
What are these teams, what do they like? What do they, when they compliment you, what do they say? And what are some of the things that maybe they want to see more of, or they maybe doubt you can do?
I mean, a lot of teams like my how physical of a runner I am, how I'm able to break tackles, fall forward after runs, and pass protect. And they like my ability to catch. They want to see me run a little more routes, but they really like me overall.
What's a skill that you want NFL teams to know that you have that might be overlooked?
My ability to catch. I was thrown 16 passes last season, and I caught 16 balls. I don't drop the ball.
Corey, who's the toughest guy you saw in practice every day?
Toughest guy at practice? It's a long list. I'm not gonna lie. It's a long list of guys who, if I was leaving this country for a while, I would let them watch over my house. That's how much I trust those guys, because just seeing them grind through injuries, through bad days, good days, like it's a lot of guys on that team that I trust with my life.
Where does Dante Corleone rank?
Top 3. Dante knows how I feel about him. That's my guy. That's literally family. I love Dante.
What sets him apart on the field?
I mean, stats don't speak for themselves, but I feel like what sets him apart also is just like his leadership. I mean, big quiet guy, but like when he speaks, like everybody listens.
Who's a freshman that you would bet on your first NFL paycheck making the league in 3 years?
Jaquan Sinks, professional, just pro. First day in, or he was on his official visit, I think, and he's asking me questions like, how can I come in and be a starter, be a leader? And he just takes his job serious. And I mean, the stats speak for themselves.
Can you tell us which NFL teams you have met with?
I think I met with all of them. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot, you know.
Have
So
you
you-
met with the Bengals?
Oh yes sir.
What was that like, being in your hometown?
It was great. I mean, I met them before. You know, we practiced at the Bengals facility a lot, so I mean, they know me and I know them.
Corey, being a Cincy guy, is the Skyline or Gold Star?
Skyline.
Can you talk about how good the running backs in the Big 12 are and just some of those guys, what you saw from them this year?
Oh yeah, so I mean, the Big 12. I mean, we got so many 1,000-yard rushers, and they're all great people off the field. You know, I got a chance to meet a lot of them this week, and it just goes to show like Big 12 gets slept on a little bit, but I mean, stats speak for themselves.
Corey, can you tell me something that you're passionate about off the field?
I'm passionate about my family. I do a lot with my family, and I like to cook. That's something that I'm also passionate about. Trying to get more into cooking, grilling specifically. I like grilled steaks, chicken, everything.
If you weren't playing football right now, what would you be doing?
Watching football.
and you're doing some Madden stuff this weekend. What do you think your rating should be?
Give me an 80 overall. That's a good start. You know, got to stay on the humble tip.
Corey, what if people ask you? Go ahead.
Do you have a top 5 running backs? Your favorite running back?
Favorite like ever?
Yeah, just what favorite to
So, watch right now. I got Jalen Warren from Pittsburgh. I got Kenneth Walker in Seattle. I got Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. I got Joe Mixon. That's my guy. And I like Nick Chubb.
What would it mean to you to hear your name called on draft night?
It would mean the world to me. You know, as a kid, I started playing football when I was 4, and that's been my dream since I learned how to speak. Is to make it to the NFL, and I feel like I deserve it, and I feel like that it'll be a great place for me.
Was there a moment in your life where you realized this kind of thing might be possible? Like, was there a moment where it kind of clicked with you?
Yeah. So 2023 season, just going into the season, you know, I wasn't really too sure about myself. Then I earned a starting job, and then I finished the season, and then with 1,000 yards, and then I liked that feeling, so I did it again the next year, and I felt like that I belong because I'm so consistent, and I have that drive that never stops.
What about when you were a kid? Was there a moment where you realized you could be a big-time football player?
Yeah, when I was 4. When I learned what football was, that was my moment.
Hey, Corey, let's rewind back to LSU. Like, what one of your mindset there? Like, hey, this is a great place, but I gotta look elsewhere.
You know, it was a great place. It still is a great place. I still got friends down there, great connections on the coaching staff and in the locker room and in the school. But you know, things don't always go as you plan. You know, so that's the great thing about life: second chances and opportunities elsewhere. So I took a chance on myself and went to a great school called Cincinnati, and it worked out for the best.
Did you have in your mind at the time, like, if I'm ever going to get to here, I got to do this?
Yeah, yes, sir. So, you know, I wouldn't say that I was like immature as a kid or coming into college, but like just being a leader. Like I was always trying to lead, but like I didn't know how to lead. Like I thought just leading by example was good enough, but I had to learn how to get to know people off the field and try to lead them that way. Try to get to know them and lead them.
Would you almost say like you were just happy to be there at that point, and then you just created a larger vision for yourself? Like this is not good enough.
I mean, coming into college, I wanted to play, so I was happy to be there. But it was like I wasn't satisfied with just being there. You know, that's not the way I live life.
Which drill are you looking forward to the most tomorrow in order to kind of prove your skill set to coaches and GMs?
All of them. All of them.
Corey, have you met with the Cincinnati Bengals yet?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And what would it mean to stay in Cincinnati, or stay in Cincinnati and play for them?
It would mean the world to be drafted by any of these 32 teams would mean the world. But I mean, you know, Cincinnati is my home, and it mean the world if I was given the opportunity.
And what's the biggest thing that you're trying to prove to teams? Like, why should they draft Corey Connor?
I'm an all-around team player. You know, I'm consistent, very consistent. Each day, bad day, good day, I'm going to be the same person, going to give it my all, going to do things right off the field, and going to be a team player.
Have you met with the Colts?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
How would it feel for you to work with John Martino?
It would be great. Somebody I look up to, very physical guy, very fast. Somebody that I look up to a lot since he was in college.
The success of like a Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry this season, what do you think that means for running backs moving forward as far as teams emphasizing about
I think they'll realize the true value of a running back. Like, our jobs are not easy. We gotta be blockers like O-linemen. We gotta be pass catchers like receivers. We gotta run the football, and running the football isn't easy. You gotta have that mindset each and every day that there's a brick wall right there that's trying to stop me, and I gotta run through it.
You know, default.
I mean, a little bit. Like, what you see in the media is not always it. Like, yeah, people think that it is, but I think everybody knows the true importance of a running back, and that it's very important, and game can't be played without one.
You spent some time with...
No, sir. I haven't had any formal interviews so far. I had an informal with them. I met with all their, with a couple coaches from there.
Corey, is there a running back like prepared with the NFL?
Anybody. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, I love my guy Joe Mixon. I call him my big brother. Like, yeah, Joe's my guy. I like talking to him, like learning from him.
What have you learned from him?
Just
what about the game?
Running back skills, you know, pass protection. Coming out of high school, I didn't have to pass protect. So, you know, going into college, he was telling me how important it was. And then when I got to college, I figured it out. Like, and then I still talk to him. I call him. Like, I have his number. I call him whenever he answers the phone, and talk. And we talk about more than just football. Trying to make sure that I'm staying sane as a person.
How did that relationship begin? How did you get to know him?
So Joe Mixon came to my graduation party when I was graduating high school. So yeah, and that speaks a lot about him as a person. Like, he's a great person off the field, and it grew from there.
Was it a good gift? Did he give you a good gift for your graduation?
His presence was enough.
Corey, you ever catch yourself looking at rankings where you're ahead of or where you're next to with other guys?
I mean, rankings are rankings. People feel how they feel about me, but I mean, as long as I feel great about myself, that's all that matters.
Corey, the coaches at the East-West game said that you had the best hands of anybody there. What have you done how have you trained to do that? What are you?
So I train with the receivers at training and stuff like that, trying to focus on catching the ball, looking it in, running routes and stuff like that. I don't believe in dropping passes. Because how many opportunities as a running back are you going to get to catch the ball? So I want to make the most with each opportunity given.
Thank you.